Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we have my new washi tapes that we're going to play with. These release on September 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So make sure to set your calendar or your alarm if you want to grab these. They are 4 different washi tapes and a PET tape, and you can grab them individually or together. This is an antique library theme, and I absolutely love how it turned out. So we're going to go through it together so that you can see everything. And then I thought it would be fun to show you how to use tapes in all the different ways. So we're going to do a set of Dutch doors with a window in my notebook here. And we're also going to decorate a spread in both my daily planner from the Daily Grind Planner and a vertical layout from the Happy Planner. So I thought that would be fun to do all in one video so you can see how I use them differently across the board. All right, so first let me just show you the tapes. I think this theme is super fun. We have a simple grid washi right here. It's brown. It is the base tape, as I would say, for this set of tapes. And it just helps bring everything together. Then finally, I have come out with some script washi. As you guys know, script tapes are some of my favorite things. So this one is a nice light kind of beige, and then it has these little coffee stains on it with the script, which is super fun. All right, then we've got this bookshelf one. All the artwork is hand-drawn by me. The script is commercial file, just so you know. I do not have that beautiful of script. But these bookshelves were drawn by me, all the books, all the little stuff on them. I think this turned out so much fun. All right, and then we've got another script washi. This is bigger, and then it has all the little artwork throughout it, kind of like a collage. I think it's pretty fun. And this is really wide. This is like 50 millimeters, I want to say. So again, you can grab each of these individually or as a bundle with all 5 of these. All right, so for the tapes, there's quite a few things on this. So we're gonna scroll through it. It goes all the way to here before it repeats. So quite a few pieces of art in there. And it's all pre-cut and matte, so it's not gonna be shiny. All right, so let's get started with a simple set of waterfall tabs, except there's going to be a little fun thing in there. We're gonna make a window. So this is one of my R&D notebooks, research and development. I just play around in it. So we're gonna use this one. We're gonna make a window on this page, but first I need to figure out how far we're going with all of this. So I want to use some of this on the back one. And then this on the next one. And it's going to go this way, even though it's a bookshelf. We're just doing that. And then this one on the one with the window. So we do need 3 pages. All right, so now that we know which order they're going in, we're going to use this one. I ripped this one a little bit while laying it out, so I need to just get started. Move it over a little bit. Okay. All right, so this one we are gonna put this way, and I am gonna use about half of the tape, and I'm gonna cut it and use the other half on the front page, but I will cut it later. Okay, so waterfall tabs are the simplest ones that you can make while starting Dutch doors in journals or notebooks or planners. And so basically what we're gonna do is cut straight lines up and down the page. The easiest way to do this is to line all your tapes up first and then cut along the edge of the tape. So I'm leaving these tails out so I know where the edge of this washi tape is. And then I'm gonna put the bookshelf down next to it, making sure that it's over the edge of where this tape is, so that when I cut this page, there's no white poking out from behind it, so that this is covering the entire area. So you can see all that. And then I just want to make sure we have enough space for a window. So I am going to put this one over a little bit more than I would normally, I think, just to make sure we have space for a window. Okay, so now we can start doing some cuts. Here's some scissors. They are very dirty, but whatever. I've been cutting a lot of things lately. Okay, so first I'm just cutting these tails off because they're kind of sticking together, as you can see. And we'll trim this and try to save this half of the tape so that I can use it. We'll just actually put it down right now so that I don't have to have it curl up and save it again. Okay, problems. There we go. All right, so before this curls up too much, I'm going to put it on this side. Oh, that's not a straight line. Okay, we're turning it around the other way. And putting the straight line here. Anything that goes over, I can trim. Okay, there we go. There's the straight line. All right, so waterfall tabs are the easiest form of Dutch door you can create. Of course, you can start doing things like this as well. That's super fun. But if you're trying it for the first time, this is probably the way you want to do it. It's also a really nice, easy way to get some color on the page without taking too long, because it's pretty quick to create waterfall tabs. And then, of course, I like to decorate inside the pages, but just adding washi strips to the page does make for a really nice kind of scene. Okay, I need to trim this. Look at all these problems. The tape likes to stick to itself and to the pages. All right, now we can cut this page again, get tape on the back and make the window, and use a few of the pre-cut PET tapes. Okay, one thing that is completely unnecessary, but I love to do, so if you don't have one, don't worry, is use a corner rounder, but we need to do the back side first. Whoops. So we're gonna put this down, and see how this has this white space here? I don't love that, so we are going to use some of the brown tape to try to get a little closer to that edge. It's not gonna go all the way, I don't think, but it'll help. All right. So besides using washi tape in your planners and notebooks, I have also used them in card making and art journaling. Let me know if you have any other creative ways that you've used washi tapes as well. But so I punched the corners because these corners are rounded, and I like to make a match if I can. There we go. Okay, so we've got that. That's really simple, but we are going to add a little bookshelf in a window. So we're going to put this down, and what I want to know is how tall this bookshelf is, because we're going to make a little bookshelf scene. Okay, so right about there. Now it does take up quite a bit of space to have a window in a spread. This is not quite straight. I'm going to fix that. So if you're using a smaller notebook like this, or you write a lot, you may want to reconsider using a window, but it's a fun way to add a little bit of flair into each spread. Okay, so to make the window, we need to trim the washi tape at a diagonal angle so that it can form the little window corners. Super cool. Okay, so those two worked. It's easier to pull the cutting tool towards you, so that's why I turned the notebook here. All right, and then the other thing we need to do is cut through the entire page to make a hole in the page. So I'll need a little cutting mat so that I don't cut through the other pages. This does not do straight lines well, so let's use one of these. It's also, I'm not great at straight lines, so I could use a ruler, but can't even get a straight line started. I might use a ruler. Okay, here goes one. And again, pulling towards you is easier than pulling the cutting tool upwards away from you. There we go. Right, that's pretty cool. Let's make the washi window on the back as well. Just because you guys know I love to make things match. Okay, and again, we're gonna do this little thing. By the way, I was so excited to create the script washi, and I knew some people might only want the script washi. That's why I made it all individually available instead of just in the bundle. And then I also opened up all my older tapes as individual as well. So if you've wanted one of the bigger floral tapes but don't want all the stripes or hexagons or various things, you can grab that. Or if you just want the kind of base tapes, as I call them, you can grab those on their own now too. So go check it out. There's a lot available individually at this point. Okay, so we've got our little window. We're gonna put a bookshelf in. Getting it right behind it might be kind of hard. Let's just see where that is. Yeah, see, I need to move it over a tiny bit. That'll do. There's a little bookshelf. Over here, let's do a little, let's put the cat in, but let's put a piece of paper behind it just as a little bit of texture. I'm gonna put that there, and then put the cat kind of on top of it. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. By the way, if you know Jess from Knit Plan Jess, this is her cat. Okay, that's so cute. All right, we still need to get that tape right here. what if I give it a little gap so it gets it over a little bit more? That'll work perfectly. All right, now this is a journal for journaling in. It's my R&D notebook, so I don't actually journal in it, but the idea is that you would journal in it if you were making it yourself. So we are going to put some boxes in before we put in any other decorations and things. All right, so as you know, I love layering boxes, so I always want 2 or 3 boxes per set of things. And since this is a smaller notebook, I probably would use this whole page for one day. So I'm okay just putting boxes right here. Do I have a shorter box? This is the big boxes and more, so it's from Mojo Jojo Plans. So it's, oh, here are some shorter ones. So it's got some bigger and longer boxes than the normal ones, but this'll do. Okay. We'll put one set of boxes over here as well. So we'll start with that one this time. And go like that. We can have just a tiny gap there. That's okay. We will definitely get some more decorations in here because this one is decorated now, but we'll need some in here. But we need some boxes before we can do that. I've used up so much of this. I need to order more. Okay, we're just gonna grab some things. And I want to do this up on this side and then down here. So it's a little bit even looking. We don't have another this size, so I am going with the same length, but slightly smaller. Okay, I would like to get another box in. Okay, this may be interesting. I don't want to have this layered over it. So what if we just cut it here and have the box coming off the edge of the page? I'm kind of okay with that. I've never done that before. Trying something new. Okay, and then over here, let's just leave it the way it is. There's not a lot of space. Okay. So we've got all that. I feel like this could have just a little bit more with it, perhaps. But I also kind of want some space on it. Let's get these done first. Okay, so I love this book. We're going to put that over here. All right, let's see. Thinking about what else I might want to put in here. Like this is a nice little gap to fill. If you ever have problems with stickers or tapes coming up in the middle, it doesn't seem like this one's having that problem. Just use some double-sided tape right on the flap that's coming up. It'll work really well. This is slightly uneven. Can I pull it up and fix it? Nope, ripping the sticker underneath. Not gonna fix it. Okay, I think, you guys, I think this one is good. So there's a really quick waterfall tab spread for you to see how that works. And we are going to decorate tomorrow's daily page as well in my daily grind planner. And then also we are going to decorate a vertical happy planner spread. Okay, so here we go. Right, so for decorating my spread here, let me think about how I want to do this. We have this tape and this tape and this tape and this tape. This is a very functional spread, so it's not something that I'm going to overly decorate or take away space from. So I'm just thinking about how I'm going to go about that. I think we're going to do a ripped washi look to make things not 100% even. I really like that look, and it allows you to get some function in the page still while also adding the decoration. And then we can do some washi layering too. So we've got that, and we're gonna layer, where do I want to layer it? I think just right here, and it's just gonna be a little tiny bit, because this is like my favorite washi tape ever. So this is kind of giving a more art journal feel with the way that we're doing this, and that's cool. Okay, we're also gonna put some here, but again, it's all gonna be ripped, and we're gonna rip quite a bit of it because I don't want to cover over the hearts. So if you ever go over the punch marks, you can cut them out with scissors or use like a planner punch. And we're not going to waste tape, so I'm going to use this ripped bit up here. And then we're going to do this one a little differently. I want to use the tape, but we're going to make like that. So a slightly different shape, just kind of layering them on top of each other, using them. We'll do the same thing here because we've already ripped this part, and do that like that. Okay, so this is just adding a little bit of flair to the page with these tapes. We are going to use highlighters too, I think, because that will pull it all together. This is good, decorating tomorrow's page with you all so that I don't have to do it later. Okay, do I want to use either of these tapes? I think that's enough tape on the page. I'm gonna get my highlighters, and then we can put some stickers down as well. All right, here is my little pen pouch with all my most used mild liners. I specifically wanted to grab some of these colors. This green kind of might go with the lamp color and some of the book colors. The kind of beige, this one's too light, but this one's like a beige brown, I think would look nice. And do I want brown? Maybe brown. Okay. Yeah, I think those will be good. So I love adding highlighter because it adds some color without also adding to the page, like adding decorative stuff to the page. It just keeps the function as well. So I often pair it with my stickers in my daily planner and with my washi tapes in my daily planner. So let's just get all of the one color at once. So I'm going every third one or so, and I'm not going to highlight these areas. Just go this way, trying to make it as efficient as possible. Here. I lost count of where I was going for a second. Oops, rolled up the washi tape there. Stay down. Okay. So now we can use some of the tapes here. Like, I would love to put the glasses kind of over the tape like that. I think that looks pretty cool. This one is a really fun one, so I'm going to put it like this and then use the other half elsewhere on the page. I think right here. Okay, so we've got glasses, we've got paper. I think the candle is a great one for a spread like this because I can put it somewhere like here without taking away too much space from function, while, you know, again, adding a little bit of that decor. We can do the same thing with this feather. I'm just gonna lay it across there. And then I feel like we just need a little something poking off the side. So let's just do some books. And we'll save the rest of the books for later. Okay. So there we go with this one. So far we've decorated a Dutch door waterfall tab spread using these tapes and this daily page using these tapes. Next up, we are going to do a happy planner spread. Let's go to September, last week of September. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do, yeah, okay. We haven't used this tape all the way yet. Like, we've cut it up and used it. So I want to use the entire thing. And to do that, do I want to white out underneath? No, I'm not gonna white out today. We do need to trim this. Of course, we're going to make it go just straight across, which is going to make for a cool effect. So this is great if you love decorative planning and you use a planner like this and do a lot of decorations. This is going to take away some of the functional space from this spread, but we are going to add some boxes onto it as well in a minute. So we won't be taking away all the functional space. Okay, now I'm gonna try my best to get this one kind of in the middle too. I feel like that's going at an angle though. Yeah. All right, so for this one, I need to decide if we're gonna have the grid washi on both sides of it, or if I'm just gonna leave it like that, because I need to do that before I put anything else down. Let's just lay down a little bit of grid washi to see what it looks like. You know what? I kind of like it, but let's put down both sides and decide. We're gonna do right here as well. Oh, that's a little much actually. What if we put the grid washi somewhere else? Right at the bottom, kind of as a frame. Yeah, we're gonna do that this time, so that we can still use it, but it's not gonna be all in the middle. That will honestly add a little bit of balance to the spread, so it's not just central heavy. We have some design elements elsewhere on the spread as well. Okay, so next up we need some boxes, and we're gonna make this little decorative thing in the middle with the boxes and the tape. So it'll be a little bit functional and a little bit decorative. All right, so grab our black boxes again. And basically what I'm gonna be doing is putting the boxes so that there are maybe 2 per page sticking out from it. So you can still see the tape, but we have a little bit of space for writing. Maybe 3 boxes, because this has a little bit more space, so we could use one of these square ones up here, and I'm just going to put it slightly lower than that one so that it's not like completely even. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. You could put more boxes around, but I'm not going to do that. I will put 1 box over here though, if I can find one that fits well. Because these are the big boxes. I'm not sure I'm going to find the perfect fit for that. I mean, these are wider. Yeah, these are wider than the page. So we're going to leave that alone for now. Though we do have these ones. Yeah. Oh, I tore up the whole thing without the sticker too. Not even going to try to salvage that one because we have so many dot stickers. We're going to do maybe 5 dots over here. If you're not sure what to use the side column for, you can use it for a to-do list of things that don't need to go on any specific day. You can use it for gratitude or habit tracking. There's so many different ways you could use that. There we go. All right, so I don't want to waste stickers, so I am going to use this little piece and put it right there, and we are going to get something else with it too. I'm going to go ahead and use that one. This ink bottle is one of my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. I love lining things up along the lines so that they're, again, not taking that functional space away from any one day. And we're just going through and adding decorations around to pull the eye away from the center, like completely, so that it doesn't just feel heavy in the middle, so that we have a little bit more decor elsewhere as well. I love the bookshelf, the big bookshelf. I don't think it's gonna work on this page unless I can put it right there. Let me think on that. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it just because I love the bookshelf. Okay. Because this has a lot going on, I feel like we need to use the top section too. Don't be afraid to put stickers up here, like you have space up there, it is okay to decorate too. So because we're decorating up top, I also want to decorate down there as well, I think. So we're just going to go for that and kind of outline the page with stickers. I'm not really thinking about which sticker I'm grabbing. I'm kind of thinking more about the overall shape of the page and getting all of it covered. We're going to go across the page here. And trim the back side of it. Okay, so looking at what we've got, that feels empty right there. This needs a little bit. But other than that, I think we've done really well. Okay, so this, ooh, I want to use this. This would fill right here really nicely. Okay, and then this pen is a good one. I think I want to go this way though. And then where can I put the pen? I'm going to put a little bit in here and cut off the excess. All right. Yeah, I think that's good. So we've used up a bunch of tape. Cool. By the way, with these, this one has 5 meters of the pre-cut stickers on it, and each of the other tapes is 10 meters worth of tape. Just so you know. All right, where did the planner go? There it is. Okay. So, we showed you today 3 different planners and notebooks and how to use tapes in them from the same set, which is a pretty cool thing. Thank you to one of my patrons who gave me this idea to show off how to use them in different ways. So let's open this one up too so you can see all of them. All right, there are all 3 ways for using tapes in the various planners and journals that I currently use. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.